Let's get it. Cartel Insider, Mickey Trevino. The bullet was aimed at Chapitos, and it hit her. Now, what disappoints me is that I'll cover this, and then I'll edit the video, and I'll put the video out, and I'll try to put a nice thumbnail and title, and get people to care. But nut huggers, nut hugger emojis in the chat. The nut huggers that simply are here to cheer on their favorite cartel boss that never did nothing to them, that would boil them in a cauldron if they could. You know what I mean? They come to celebrate these people that would oppress their family, these people that would take their money, these people that, oh, but what if we worked for them and we were friends? Well, when they don't need you no more, you're done. Right? They want to put their jersey on. They want to come here and celebrate them. Right? La Barbie videos. I put out a La Barbie video about nothing. His name alone. Just off of the rumors and the people, just shit that people think on the internet. Those videos do much better than other ones, right? Because the nut huggers just be so thirsty to come and say free this one, free that one. Oh, my favorite boss, my favorite faction. No mommy's way.
No mommy's way.
Out of here, man. Shut up. Because when I put up a video about this and these injustices that happen to these babies, or I put up a video like about Santa Miriam whose daughter was snatched by the Bartels, and what did she do? She went after their ass. And she grabbed all of the ones involved and she got them put in a prison. And you know what happened to her? There was a prison break, and those inmates got out, and guess what? They took her life in front of her house after she begged the government for protection. But she did this. This is an older woman, up to tackling people in the street. She did this, right? Nobody want to watch that video. YouTube don't even want to monetize that video. Don Alejo, a man who worked his entire life and stood clear of Bartel business and stood clear of drug trafficking business. And one day they came and they told him, hey, your farm is ours now. We're going to take this over. And he said, the fuck you are. And he sent his family away. He sent his workers away. And he sat there and he knocked down 2 or 3 of those dudes. They had to go get backup to come get him. It took them rocket propelled grenades to get Don Alejo. Tell that story, put that up. Shit don't get no views. Stories of young kids in Chicago getting hit. Kids that are 1 degree of separation between me and them. And these kids getting hit with AK-47 slugs in the city. See, right now, we lost half of our viewership because I'm talking about this. Because they don't give a fuck. Some people don't care. Some people come here just to blow their favorite cartel god. Fuck you. I don't need your viewership. You know what I'm saying? I figure it out without you. I have to talk about these things. I'm compelled to talk about these things. These are the things that disgust me. This is why I say it can't just be the bad guys and just the bad guys. The people deeper than the bad guys. The problem is, you get some good people, you take out the bad guys, now they feel like, shit, I'm a bad motherfucker. I could be a bad guy. You know? But that's what happens around here. People don't want to hear the real stories about some real shit. It's disgusting, and it says more about y'all than it does me. Don't make me pussy. I think these dudes is pussy. Santa Maria and Don Alejo. Go check those videos out. They're the real ones. Those are the real ones. Same old story. The story that makes people up and run away. A story of responsibility. That criminals want their kids to be safe, right? They want their kids to be all good. Want to put everybody else's kids under threat. Fuck you. But the nut huggers in here be like, Shy's a bitch. He don't like guys that unalive young children. I don't like the guys here. There was a song, I got a famous song from many 20 years ago. Talking to every motherfucking gangbanger in my city. Stupid bitch, you shot a baby. What the fuck you aiming at? This just been my jam from the beginning. But it happens everywhere, right? But you got all these tough guys and everybody that comes in here, puro malliza, puro chapiza, puro eat a dick. You're a nut hugger. This is what you look like right here. I came in like a wrecking ball. That's what you look like. A straight nut hugger. The bullet was aimed at Chapitos and hit her. All right, there's the Culiacan, Sinaloa, March 24th, 2025. They say children are untouchable. But there she is. Her blood soaking the back seat of a white Camry. Her pink sneakers still folded where she'd sat minutes before. Danna Sofía Pérez Rocha didn't survive the ride home. She was 12 years old. A standout student in the first grade class at General Secondary School number 4. Unalived in broad daylight by a slug that wasn't meant for her, but that reached her anyway. That bullet was fired by La Maíza. This guy right here, Miko Trevino, I've heard nothing to tell me different that this guy is not a ninja turtle when it comes to fucking pizza. That bullet was fired by La Maíza. It was addressed to the Chapitos, and he ran through a high school girl. Trapped in Majito Flaco's revenge. Shortly, this guy loves the pizza, boy. High cholesterol. Shortly after 4:30 p.m., the family was returning home. Danna was in the back seat. Her older brother beside her, her father driving. It was a normal day in a city deformed by war. Woo, that's the best line. A city deformed by war. Then the gunmen arrived. 3 vehicles, firing at a supposed rival target. It was an ambush from La Maíza targeting a Los Chapitos convoy. Here's the map. Approximate location of the attack, 22 of December Avenue. 22 de Diciembre Avenue, near Agriculture Boulevard and Francisco Madero Boulevard, Culiacan, Sinaloa, east of the city near Culiacan 87 Park and Sam's Club. Okay, can't even go to the Sam's Club.
No mommy's wake.
Firing at a supposed rival target. It was an ambush from La Maíza targeting a Los Chapitos convoy, but there was no convoy. Just a Camry with a girl in a school uniform. In a moment of chaos, one of those bullets struck Danna's back. She collapsed in her seat, soaking the fabric, her pink school sneakers falling behind as the car sped to the nearest clinic. Camry riddled with bullets in front of a car dealership. Police presence. Despicable. An image they will never forget. There's something cruel about the contrast. In her high school portrait, she sits elegantly in a gold chair, her turquoise sweatshirt clean and untouched. All right, she looked like she had some swag about her, some style. The photo now rests on the banquette, surrounded by candles and pink roses. It's the only thing left untouched. What the fuck did that shorty do to y'all? Nothing. Y'all pussy. Fuck you. Die slow. That's all I got. Framed school portrait on an altar with candles and flowers. Altars, crosses, and the cost of the ego. This guy here, boy. This guy. Now, let me tell you something. I don't think this guy cares about this little girl. He cares about the headline. Because I'm sure this happens with the other side doing it too. On the corner where she was unalive, strangers lit candles. A yellow wooden cross marks the spot. The teddy bear next to her photo says everything the rug traffickers don't. You can't claim moral authority while your bullets are taking away unaliving schoolgirls. You can't say we don't unalive innocent people when 34 minors have already been unalived in this war that has lasted 198 days, bro. They keep, and it's not their fault, it's the people's fault for falling for their bullshit. That they sit around and say, we're for the people, we don't hurt innocents, blah, blah, blah. And all of you blowers, all of y'all are the ones that give them the power to do that. Fuck you too. Don't make excuses for them. Stop believing the hype. 298, I fuck with you. I respect you. If it's Majito Flaco's people that unalive that little girl, best believe is going to have consequences from his own people for that. Fuck what you talking about. That's just indoctrination. You are just indoctrinated to know that. I don't judge you I don't judge you for it because I know that you're a man of sense. A man that'll come to that conclusion on your own one day. Because you don't know that. You best believe shit. You don't know that. Because the proof is in the fucking pudding. Maybe they're gonna, punish people for it, right? Yeah, maybe that does happen. Too little, too late. too late. Ya lo cagaron.
Yo vivo tranquila con los pelos al
Cagó
pecho y
el
la casa.
gallo. Cállate, hijuepuerta.
Yeah, so this is right. You can't say we don't unalive innocent people when 34 minors have already been unalived in this war that has lasted 198 days. And guess what, Mika Trevino? I'm sure that's not from one side. Right? There's multiple sides involved in that. The school draped in grief. The school in mourning. At a school, a black blanket hung in the entrance like the curtain for a funeral no one had planned. The classrooms were empty. Parents didn't send their children. Teachers lit candles and murmured prayers they knew wouldn't be heard. Danna Sofia's classmates built an altar for her with roses, a candle, and the last photo taken of her alive. A girl remembered not for her grades, but for her unaliving. It's disgusting. Black mourning cloth on the school fence and altar inside the school. Mika's analysis. Let's say the names. See, this is crazy, bro. This is crazy, this is irresponsible, and this guy is not a journalist. This guy's not a journalist. He's just a tool. Right? Be careful. They rolling people up. Mika's analysis, let's say the names. See, he's trying to be deep, but this comes off as whole shit because you're only pointing out one side. Let's say the names. Maito Flaco started this war. Maisa fired the bullet. And Danna Sofía paid the price. Sorry, bro, but this guy's not a journalist, and he's pimping this little girl's name. Nah, Sha, I know how it works firsthand. That kind of mistake in that life on 9 and 10 costs your life unless it's like El Jefe de la Plaza, even when you get... I don't give a fuck. They late and $1 short. Why consequences? Preventive measures. That shit don't matter to me. 34 kids, bro, in the last 198 days. And that's just the numbers they're giving us. He's just pimping this little girl's name, man. And her name is to be used for something bigger than his story and his little bias-ass war. Cool, 9 out of 10, it cost you your life. That's cool, cost you your life. Too late. Too late. And Danna Sofía paid the price. You dirty, Mika. This wasn't a stray bullet. It was a direct consequence of a war that Maito Flaco declared out of pride and paranoia. That is editorial. That is your opinion. You are not a journalist, Mika Trevino. I'm not a journalist either, but they respect you like you're a journalist, these people. Not against enemy Bartels, but against the legacy of men he couldn't control. This is him being a trumpet for them. So when that hitman from La Maíza opened fire, this is how you got to read this ridiculous shit from this guy. So when that hitman from La Maíza opened fire in the middle of the boulevard, he didn't see the Camry's passengers. He only saw ghosts, shadows of the Chapitos. And a 12-year-old girl was unalive because of it. We remember your name. We remember who pulled the trigger. And we remember who gave the order. Who's we, bitch? Huh? Who's we? Mika? You and the pizza police? You and the Chapitos? That's the we. Where's that little girl's first full name at the end of this? Nowhere to be found. You used her images, used her visual. You used her. You used her to tell your enemies, we remember you. We know who you are. We know who gave the order. No mames, pendejo.
No mames,
You
güey.
know what I'm saying? Bite down on it, man. Bite down on it and squeeze. Put your mouth on the curb. This fucking guy here, bro. Who is this fucking guy, bro? Who are you? You used this little girl. That's disgusting. Moment of silence for Danna Sofía Pérez Rocha. And guess what? If he was on the other side, I'd be saying the same thing. I say the same thing in the comments when nobody's watching. I say the same thing in the comments to the guys that want to come over here and use K's name about shit. Just stop. Ask a thorough question or just stop using people's names. This dude just used this little girl's name. This is a tragedy, a travesty, and they should all be wiped out over it. All of them. One fell swoop. The ops is ops. Get them the fuck out of there. All of them. They should all be wiped out if for nothing else than this. This ain't the rug addict that's putting the dope in their veins that's a victim. This ain't the kid that got recruited and wanted the life and then ended up a victim. This is a little girl that was minding her fucking business in the back seat. Rest in peace, Danna Sofía Pérez Rocha. We failed you. Sorry. Mika Trevino, fuck you, bro. And I'm gonna cover all of this shit because I'm gonna keep pointing you out. This was dirty what you did here. This was filthy. You utilized a little girl's name, a 12-year-old little girl's name, as propaganda in a war. You. We get to single you out. You don't just fall under the cartel umbrella. Your name is up here. Your face is up here. We get to single you out. Fuck you. Shout out my respect to you, bro, and this is why I'm here, and this is why I support you. Salute to you, bro. Appreciate you. This has been me from the beginning. Big fuck you to you know what I'm saying? I've always been this. You go back, you listen to the music, I've always been this. To be honest, this is exactly what media and every other asshole does. When he's safely behind his little bitch ass computer, you ain't in no war, ho ass Miko Trevino, you ain't in no war, ho. You not the propaganda wing of the war, dog. Who is this guy? Independent investigative journalist covering rug cartel since '08. Fuck you, bro. Since '08? If he's doing this propaganda, he's in it. And we can see what side he riding with. Oh, no. Yeah, he didn't put himself. But he in it from in front of his 50-inch TV screen. He in it from behind his MacBook. That little girl was in the shit. That little girl was in the line of fire. That little girl wasn't bothering nobody. She didn't give a shit about the pizzas or the maizas. I did not see this article going this way. I thought it was going to be another. I didn't think he was going to become part of the content. I didn't think Miko Trevino was going to become part of the content as far as me looking at that and saying, oh, you're using this child's name for propaganda.
Jonathan Pantria sent $3. Fuck this so-called journalist using this innocent young girl and anyone else he may have used for whatever agenda or monetary gain. Rest in peace to Sofía Pérez Rocha and any innocent young and unalive like her by bitch-made hoe-ass motherfuckers.
We recently, about 3 weeks ago, covered a story of a young lady who was unalived in Cartel crossfire. We did the story on a girl that was caught in the crossfire. She was 15 years old. And if y'all recall, I was upset and frustrated with the way the article went because I felt like Mika Trevino exploited the young lady's name and story to push his bias, quote-unquote journalism, and damn one side or the other for that event. And I was very vocal about it. Well, I was editing that video so that I could drop it this week, and it turns out that video has been deleted, or not the video, the article in which the video was based on was deleted completely. I went and I looked. The article was on March 26th. If you go to Cartel Insider and look for an article on March 26th, you will not find one. I am not taking credit for them taking it down. I hope the family got on their ass. I hope maybe some morality got on their ass and they took that shit down. You can hide your actions, but you can't hide mine. And I talked about it, and I'm gonna drop that edited video. I'm gonna put that shit out because that needs to be heard. All right, but I just want to let y'all know that they know the filthy shit that they doing out there. He knew what he was doing. They knew what they did. That's why they took that shit down. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there's other reasons. It made me question the whole story. I had to go really look her up, and I really looked her up and found her. And there wasn't a lot to find on her, but the stuff I found wasn't exploitive the way dude was doing. I just want to let y'all know that I will be dropping that video soon. I'll be adding this piece of content to it so that the people know that it wasn't there. I also have screenshots of me looking for it on the 26th. It wasn't there, so salute.